You know, radio is something that's always been married to baseball for a long, long time. There's been a certain romance to that, I guess.
1-1. Runners off, swinging a fly ball, lightly hit left field. Third baseman Costanzo back, and it's over his head, down for a hit. And they first and third him. Thomas to first, Ferris to third, one out for the DH Colabello.
One of the great things about radio is that people can listen to the games in their car when they might be on their way to the ballpark, maybe headed home a little bit early or just driving around running errands. They can listen to a game on the radio.
Chicago Tribune sports writer Phil Hirsch once said, "Baseball is the only game you can see on the radio." While in Syracuse, listening to Chiefs minor league baseball broadcasts the old-fashioned way is no longer an option.
They decided that it wasn't worth it to them anymore to purchase the airtime on a radio station, that minor league baseball offers them the chance to stream all their games at no cost to them. And since they really weren't making a lot of money selling ads in the games, they didn't want to have to pay for all the radio time anymore.
Middle infield pinches in for the double play. And a throw to first on Ferris, who's back in.
Well, I think just, the way technology is advancing quickly and looking at how we communicate now to our fans, unfortunately radio is probably one of the last things that really we utilize anymore.
But with the door closing on a local baseball tradition, another door has opened. Every game of the 2013 season will be broadcast on the Syracuse Chiefs Baseball Network, available to listeners both online and through a mobile phone app.
We wanted to be able to deliver more content to our fans and take control of that content. If we were on terrestrial radio, commercial radio, we would have a 3-hour window to broadcast our games, but that was really all we could do unless we bought more time.
Throughout the season, the Chiefs media department is planning on updating the app with exclusive content designed to increase the overall fan experience, regardless of where you are.
First thing that I want to do is a weekly Chiefs show, just something that basically says, here's the recap of the week, 15 minutes, half an hour, just something that indicates what happened that week.
By taking the broadcast into our own hands, by creating an internet radio station, we're able now to deliver as much content as we want at any time. We're able to archive it. We'll be able to podcast our content and really give our fans unprecedented access to the team.
The key word in this change seems to be access, focusing on a fan's ability to now listen to games wherever they have internet connection, increasing accessibility for the tech-savvy, but limiting access for others.
The first thing that hit me was I felt badly for the people who don't have the technology that I walk around with, right? Like I've got an iPad, I've got an iPhone, I've got a computer, and basically I'm tethered to them. It's a changing of the guard again, and I assume I'm not somebody who's in his 60s or 70s, and those are the people that we're generally talking about here. I assume that it's another in a line of things that they don't exactly understand and they feel like they're being shoved out the door with.
Early fan feedback has been positive, bringing up the question of whether or not other AAA teams will also opt for internet-only broadcasts in the near future.
Owing circles, comes forward and makes a two-hand grab head high for out number 3.
It has been a trend in the lower levels where not only do you see teams just doing it on the internet, but you also have two teams that'll come together and say, all right, your guy's not going to go on the road, we'll provide the broadcast and you can just pull our feed and provide that either on internet or over the air if you've got a station.
Anytime you say never, you put yourself at the absolute risk of being ignorant to history, because everything changes. And we've got the technology to do it.
It's hard to predict where everything is going in the radio business and the media business right now as TV, radio, and internet all kind of converge into one, which is going to happen at some point. I don't think anybody can predict, though, what exactly that means for the future or when exactly all that's going to come to pass.
Beautiful, shimmering blue sky overhead and a plane flying from left to right beyond the left field wall.
They're right. It is hard to predict what the future holds for baseball broadcasting, but the technology is in place, and as of right now, the Chiefs are being treated as broadcast trailblazers, testing the waters for other teams across the country. Jeremy Menard, NCC News.